Hello. Good evening, everyone. A bit still setting up. I have a bunch of work fires I need to put out. We're gonna be working on that before I do Rust. Been rough. Get the ThinkPad Uzi out. Baby. I have cat hair. It was a lot worse. I had to freaking take a lot out. I'll take a lot off. Ooh, I need to charge this. And I don't have VPN. Let's connect to the VPN. Did you get signed out? Ooh, I did get signed out. Proof. Look at the number. I'm going. See a code. Let me try again. Fixed. Two 87552. 875652. App only 2 to 56. Nice. Been dealing with idiots all day. The heights. Then where do I start? Expire current sessions, done. Enforce password change. Next login, okay. Strict enforcement of MFA, that's been done. Have you been on my life? Now, I'm logged into Slack. I have a script. Oh, I need to get Azure AD on my system. Let's get movie scores. I'm feeling movie scores. Okay. I'm gonna close all the tabs so I can focus. Hero, like no face for no little man. For Google Cloud, no need for workspace, no need for freeware. I need to look at the cloud pricing here. Entra. I need Entra. I need that. All right. I'm gonna get Copilot to help me with drafting this. Um, asking well, all right. Okay. Email open in this page. Was the start of a phishing campaign against our company. I need to plug in. Okay, let's start off a phishing campaign against our company. Four people were fell victim to this email, and their accounts compromised. I will show you the trail, the sign on trail in subsequent prompts. I need your help drafting an email with I need your help drafting an email with need your help drafting an email with a detailed post mortem compromised sign on trail and Microsoft Defender incidents in Sentinel. I need a detailed post mortem and RCA for management to review. I was able to stop the propagation of this threat. Okay. No need for the draft right now. Please see the content of this web page of the email, and I will provide more context, and I will let you know when we're ready to draft the email. This is the email. Okay. Now go to Entra. No. Entra, email collaboration alerts. I need to log into no Defender again. Oh, good. Entra. Sign in logs. Okay, let's do last 48 hours to since the 19th till 6 p.m. today. Maybe I can get an extract, download CSV. Interactive sign-ins. Ooh, there are a bunch of sign-ins, eh? Non. There are any non-interactive from that address? No. 19th, no, 18th. Today, PM, 6 p.m. Pow, 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 pow. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. It's at 2 p.m. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. This address from compromised address 15. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Let me just download this interactive sign-ins. Pop, pop. No. Okay. With that, I IP lookup, up down. That is it. Okay. The is that four other users were found to have been compromised with a login from this IP. Let's get those four users. Entra. No, Entra. Monitoring and health. Sign in logs. Filter. IP address. Make the date range custom. Make 18th to now at 18:00. Okay. Oh, they've been trying. They have been trying. Three other users. Download CSV, interactive sign-ins. Thank God they did not touch our Azure DevOps. Just SharePoint and Outlook. Ba-pow, ba-da-pow-pow. Okay. Soteria index. I'm just running a Python script. Show all of this, but But sensitive info, lots of sensitive info. Okay, with Defender artifacts. These are Defender incident reports. Okay, Defender incident reports. Now, add filter, policy, one was the one that restricted from sending email. Okay, let us export from the date range 18th to now. And I do, no, we just leave it for that. Export. Oh, on-screen celebration shader. Oh, 10 minutes ago. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Why did I not see that? Are you live? Hey, Kokosha. How are you? Things are okay. I'm just dealing with some work bullshit. People clicked on phishing emails and it was propagating throughout the environment. I stopped it, but management's like panicking. They think we haven't really done anything about it. Just figuring it out. Oh, did I not get it? Oh, I got it. How have you been? What are you up to? Here are the alerts from the past 3 days. now, chilling mostly. Okay, and they want a chilling, you playing League? Bro, this is sick. People are not around. So I've been giving it screenshots, logs to Copilot. And Copilot like made scripts and stuff to like do correlations. And he's gonna write up the email for me. It's pretty interesting. On the same day, correlation. Hey Shreyas, what's up? Good to see you. It's cooking, good looking. Cooking. I'm vibrating a post-mortem. Ads? No. You need to get on the turbo. Evidence export. Didn't I give that? What I need from me next. Export the defender alert evidence. Alert info plus alert evidence. Wait, how is... Did I not give alert info? No, I did not. Okay, how do I get that? Share filtered CSV focusing on the listed above. Um, there was a phishing email that people fell victim to. And then it was going around the network and more people are falling for it. And because it's coming from inside the environment, people were trusting it. And the way it was designed is it doesn't just steal the credentials, it triggers an MFA request. So people think they're looking at like an official Microsoft sign in and they get the MFA request. Yeah. So 4 people fell victim. 2 of them spammed. I sent out well, this happened yesterday from a partner that we work with, right? And because it came from them, we were more likely to trust like the share point that came from their side. Um, so one guy trusted that, clicked in, shared his credentials, got his account compromised, but we didn't know The action I took was, hey, it happened from your side, so send out a notice. I told the partners, hey, Alice, you can't go up. It came from your side, so send out a notice, right? Not to click on this email. But I guess it was a little too late. And when you confront people and tell them, hey, this happened, they're not willing to admit it. They'll come up with all sorts of excuses. Uh, but anyways, like I see the evidence. I know what happened. I have the logs. I have Entra logs. I have Defender logs. I have mail trace. Let's get this synthesizer mix. Yeah. So now I'm vibe writing a postmortem, given all of the evidence I gathered. Um, Atlas. Biggest worry we had was them having access to Azure DevOps, which is where all of our code is, where all of our credentials are stored. Not in the repo, but like they're the credentials, like a vault. So luckily they didn't access anything according to the logs, anything there. Just Exchange, SharePoint. Mm, I stopped it. I saw like the first guy that sent out the spam email. I immediately went to um, Entra and reset his password and revoked his sessions. And also, like just to be safe, I required re-registration of MFA. But then, and I sent out a notice throughout the company: do not click on this email. And then one guy who's like, "Oh, you sent that notice to not click that email," but I clicked on it and I gave my credentials. That like shit. And then he immediately reset his password. But then another spam like went throughout the organization. I didn't receive it, so I didn't get informed. But he sent to so many people that it triggered a Defender alert, and Defender restricted him from sending more emails. I was like, oh shit! So people did fall victim. So I went to see where the sign-in came from. I was from IP in the US. I copied that IP. Then I went to all sign-ins and I filtered to see what accounts were signing in from this IP. And I found 4 accounts, including the one that the guy that said I accidentally I clicked on the link and I signed it. And then I reset their passwords, revoked everything. All of this while people were like panicking and like, oh, security is bad. Like this is stupidity. Like I can't fix stupid. Like if you see a completely different link on top and you're looking at like a sign in page and you choose to sign into that, That's not on me. I've sent countless like security awareness emails. Like how verbal. I'm sure like they see security awareness email and they just like skip it. And the guy that like started this whole chain of events is a dev. He's a back end. He's a back end guy. Yeah, but as long as like I do my due diligence, I do my due care, the blame doesn't sit on me, right? Now, how do I get so much ego you think you never fall? Yeah, I mean, you really can't get it if you never check your emails. That's also true. But like, think about Shai Halud, Shreyas. You saw what happened to Shai Hulud, right? Shai Hulud 1.0. Here, let me yeah, so yeah, you know what happened there. Um I will click on those links though. Like it's not about clicking on the link. It's about in the end giving them what they want. I clicked on the link to see like the flow, like how could people fall victim to this, right? I clicked on the link. It takes you to a valid OneDrive document, right? In that OneDrive document, I have the OneDrive document open, is a note saying, I've shared a secure document with you. Please review at your convenience. And it's a PDF icon. And under that is a link. It's like a preview document link. When you click on that link, it takes you to another login page. It's like, okay, click on this to prove that you're not a bot. And like I clicked on that. And then it takes to like a blurred Office 365 OneDrive CS page that was like, copy paste CSS. You click on that to like, hey, log in to get access. Then it takes you to like a proper Microsoft login page, completely different link. To a grandma, I understand, but to like a 30-year-old like person that's been in IT for 10 years, like what the fuck, man? And an infra guy as well clicked on it and gave his credentials. And you think like, okay, I always thought, okay, phishing emails is not going to be that much of a threat because the worst thing that could happen is the attacker just has the credentials, right? But no, this is a full login process. It it's a man in the middle that copies the credentials, and right after it copies the credentials, it triggers a login from their end, which is the usual MFA flow, right? And which triggers an MFA request, and you think like, oh, I'm logging into this page. It makes sense that I'll get a MFA request, and you approve it. So I'm like, okay, MFA is not even protecting these idiots. Yeah, your experience doesn't matter. And it also like urgency of the situation. They put you like well sophisticated attacks, like well thought out ones. They wait for you to be like in the heat of some moment where you're not like there's so much on your mind, or they try to like it's psychological warfare. They try to like put you in a situation where you're not gonna think twice. You're just gonna like follow through. Um, and because it came in from within the organization, people were trusting it. Okay. We've alerts. They want me to provide alert info plus alert evidence. I will give company credit card if, bruh. No. Now, wait, let me see what Copilot said. Remove the defender alerts. Okay, I'm gonna have to tell you to ignore some things. Ignore. And I was calm throughout the whole situation. It was just like dealing with panicking CEO, dealing with panicking co-workers while having to like think straight. Because for me, like when a security incident happens, it's not about like panic and blame. It's like, okay, what's the next step? You know, security is reactive. You gather information. Everything is actionable information. Ignore the. It is a false positive. Um, yeah, there's nothing else. There is one incident that applies the screenshot. Just behavior. Yeah. Have you seen Catch Me If You Can? Tom Hanks movie? Yeah, great movie. Based on a true story. Very good movie. The guy's like proper social engineer. And he got caught in the end. But as a teenager, he was able to get free flights pretending to be a pilot. I want to be pilot. Pretending to be a pilot. Um, he found out like a fraud where, like a method where he could get like checks cashed into his, to get like paid from the airlines into his account by counterfeiting checks. Um, yeah, he made it like he was living just like that for a while. Um, Eventually, he got caught. All while he was still like a teen. He got caught. He was in prison for a bit, but the guy who caught him ended up hiring him for the FBI. And we can watch that after. He does an interview with Google. Not interview, a talk with Google. Much older, in his 50s or something.
about the life he lived, what he had, how he talks about how he wouldn't wish that lifestyle on anyone. Like he became a security consultant, although he's not technical. He just thinks like, he can see the holes. His name is Frank Abagnale. Frank Abagnale. Let me bring this here. Turn off this. This guy, 77, still alive. He has YouTube videos. So if you do, oh look, it's a stand-up. Big Neil. Talk to Google. Is that here? I don't. I have the best viewers, and this is from way back. This is one I haven't watched. Let me watch this. You guys want to watch it on your own time, but I'm gonna watch this after. Um, It'll be interesting. Yeah, back to everything is fine. Also appeared related node. Okay. Quick checks to fully close all evidence. Mail audit, mailbox audit. No malicious forwarding rules were created right before the restriction. We would know, we would be provided a notification if a forwarding rule was in place. Alert evidence. For just 2 users, by EOP. If helpful, run these to share the CSVs. Where do I copy? KQL. How do I? These ready to paste advanced hunting snippets. Where do I run the advanced? Hey, yeah, holy shit, Jan! 30 streams. Let's go. Welcome, Jan. How are you? I've been gone for a bit, Jan. I'm back. Hopefully, back to business. We shall see. I've been quite tired, so I just come home, eat, sleep. Haven't been able to stream. Where do I run the advanced threat hunting snippet? Yeah. Left menu, hunting. I don't see hunting. Sounds good. Enjoy. Stand up. Let's go. Lock in. Get those gains. Sounds good. Thank you for the lurk. Search. First menu. Hunting. I don't see a hunting menu. Permissions. Okay, I have permissions. Licensing. I don't have the license. Okay. Activity list. Export the activity. Okay. Investigation, incident and alerts, incident. Wait. Coming. Take coming. Where is it? Alerts. Let me give you a closer look. Pow, 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 pow. Why can't I see the alerts? Oh, there is a hunting.
I don't. s- I don't see any results. Ego items. What happened? Where are all the incidents? Oh, this is the wrong time frame. Um, okay. Nice. No results found. I ran the KQL snippet and found no results. There we go. Okay. Have three independent proof points. Yes. Containment states clearly what evidence you can still attach. Where we now? Yeah. Draft with an audit ready timeline and lessons learned improvement section.
Below is ready to share.
Chupapi
Whoa.
munyeño. Chupapi munyeño.
What's up,
Chupapi
milk planner?
munyeño.
What up? Boo. Sweet cheeks. Cooking good looking. Chilling. I am vibrating a root cause analysis and a post-mortem. Oh no. What up, cool girl? And I just got the draft. I've been providing logs. It's been good, bro. AI's been doing a good job with this. Okay. But I don't know. I feel like it might be too detailed. Shall I read it out to you guys? Security incident, RCA. Internal phishing and account takeover. On Jan 20th to 21st, 2026, a phishing campaign leveraged a compromised internal mailbox and Microsoft 365 sharing patterns to socially engineer colleagues. The adversary authenticated from IP address and related 157 node. Accessed 4 user accounts. The security team contained the incident through password resets and session revocation. And Exchange Online Protection, that was me. I contained the incident. Exchange Online Prevention automatically restricted outbound mail for the actively abused mailbox. Status contained, no ongoing attacker presence observed. Impact assessment, 4 users compromised. Primary vector, internal looking Microsoft 365. Bro, I can't fix stupid. People were giving me the eyes. They're like, security is not great around here. When this happened, I was like, bro, this is phishing email. Best I can do is security awareness that you guys don't fucking read. IT people, people in IT. Actually, 2 people in IT. Yeah. Internal looking share invitation from a trusted account, social engineering, access obtained, secure, successful interactive sign-ins to N365 workloads. Propagation attempt, outbound email sending detected as compromised behavior. Business impact, temporary unauthorized access to 4 mailboxes, no service outage reported. Data exposure, no confirmed exfiltration, which is good. Root cause, credential session compromise via internal looking N365 sharing fish. This is an interesting one because usually, and this is why I don't worry about, I didn't used to worry about phishing emails, is because they just steal the credentials. They don't trigger a login at the moment they steal your credentials, right? But for this one, you give your credentials, and the moment you give your credentials, it triggers a login. So users think they're still part of the sign-on process, and they complete the MFA steps. So the other side gets a successful log on and has access. God fucking damn it. Contributing factors, trust exploitation, blah, 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 detection and response, what worked. Identity telemetry showed anomalous geo. Okay, this came from the US, by the way. Okay, audit ready timeline. Confirmed evidence. Defender alert screenshots. Internal looking fish beats basic awareness. Identity controls are the decisive layer. Automated mailbox restrictions are effective. Fast resets terminate attackers' sessions. Yes. Improvement plan. Harden conditional access. Block or step up MFA for sign-ins from outside KSA. I don't know if I can do that because we have employees across the globe. Okay, can I copy this? Copy response. I guess I'll make a new thread. Assalamualaikum, Bill. All right, paste. Hey, Buraksen. I'm good. How are you? Good to see you. Um, I just finished with the help of Copilot writing a root cause analysis for an incident that took place at work. I'm just gonna send it out to the execs. Please see, like feeling like my background at the moment. Yeah, everything is fine. What are you studying? Below report for the RCA. Quantum computing. Are you doing your master's? That's crazy. I don't know anything about quantum computing. All I know is when you shart, you don't know until you sit. Quantum shart or Schrodinger's shart. Starts easy but gets really hard. Gets really hard really fast. What do you want to do? If you know you. So are you working on your thesis right now, or like is it a project based or like thesis based? How does it work? I could use another energy drink. Be right back. Right. I just got iced tea because I have the shakes. You start your thesis next semester. Neat. Have you been enjoying it so far? So yeah, I use Copilot to help me like draft this RCA and did a decent job. It created like Python scripts to like make correlations with all the logs I provided, and then gave me next steps where to go in Entra. Am I like, I still think like I still want to be like healthy skepticism, right? And there's a lot of nuance. For a beginner, I really don't, I don't know, right? I haven't been working with juniors who use AI well. I've only worked with juniors who rely on it without knowing their stuff. But if they know their stuff, they know where to look and provide the LLM with the right context. Then it's like a level up, right? Yo, hot off your water. What's cooking, buddy? Good to see you. RCA, along with an audit ready. I'm good. I've been so tired the past couple of days. I go to nap and I wake up at like 2 a.m. and I'm like, shit, I can't stream at this time. And I just go back to bed. I've been so tired. Today I tried napping and because this incident happened. I was just like so shook. I couldn't nap. And I knew I had to do this post mortem at the end of the day. Lessons learned. Let me clean this up. Been cleaning and styling the apartment whole afternoon. All right, you're selling it, eh? Do you find a new place to stay at? And we're gonna be like solo living. Let me include all of the evidence I've gotten. The takeover is how do you talk about poop and have 20 viewers? I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's good practice to not pay attention to viewer count souls because, and I learned this the hard way. Type my answer. Hey Phoenix, good to see you. I'm locked in. But um, I realized like if you're monitoring viewer count while engaging with chat, subconsciously your energy changes. Yo, Ram, good to see you. Welcome. Holy moly. Yeah, your energy levels kind of change even if you don't know it. And like, I don't know, if you have chatters, just engage with them. Pay attention to them. Don't let like
Clerk,
the
my lord.
CCVs get to your head. And you know, Twitch chatters are special.
Fuck Microsoft!
Yeah, fuck Microsoft, honestly.
Fuck! All right.
But low key, the whole ecosystem, because of what happened, it kind of does make sense now. Like, everything is in one place. I didn't have to set up Entra by myself. I didn't have to set up Defender by myself. Everything just, you know, Exchange, Entra, Defender, all of them just engage with the people who are there and don't pay attention. Oh, yeah, thank you, Ram. Like everything is just set up for you. I know where to go to get the logs. And I'm thinking like, if I start my own company, I would want to like try to keep it as like free and open source tools and not vendor lock myself to a company like Microsoft. But I see why, like a brokerage, we do have the money and we need to go with a company like Microsoft, mainly for compliance reasons. But I see why having like it all managed for us is useful. Less room for, I guess, one is human error. Second is it costs less in the long run to manage. Otherwise, you need a big team setting all of this up for you. But when you're a small company, the cost benefit doesn't really make sense. You can just get it all set up with free tools. Like I did not set up, we do have a SIEM. We are using Wazoo. I did not have Wazoo set up to ingest any of these logs. So it's nice that like Defender has it all ready for us. Okay, I'm gonna lock in for a bit and try to go through this email, clean things I don't want in there because I did vibrate this. I'm gonna send it to my manager first and see what he thinks. What are you up to, Ram? Ooh, hell yeah. Let's go, Nil Partner, shredding. Hungry like the wolf. I'm not going to include screenshots. Nil Partner when grass touching. Is it cold? Where you're at, Nil Partner? But manageable, nice. What songs did you play, Nirvana? How long have you been playing the guitar for? Like from a young age? Or did you learn it in adulthood? I mean, if you can play the guitar too, hot dog fair water. You played the guitar before, cool girl? Wasn't very good. Yo, Nori, good to see you. What's up, Daddy? Bro, I'm dealing with fixing stupidity. But you're good at the piano.
Bitch, you
Bloody
bloody
road
fuck
rage.
you! Bloody
Yeah,
fuck you,
that's
bloody
me right now.
fucking mother bloody fuck
That was
bitch!
me
Bitch, bloody fuck you fucking bloody bastard!
my head.
Bench you
While I
bloody
was at work today, I had to maintain my composure as a security guy and like play it cool, just take in all of the info. And at the end of the stand-up, like I wanted to point fingers, and I was like, "Guys, don't worry. This stuff happens. It's a normal thing. And you know, if you fell victim, don't feel bad." Um, but we did the best thing where like we all coordinated, we shared, you know, timeline of events, and we worked together to move forward, right? But in the back of my head, I'm like, you guys are fucking stupid. How many times have I sent out security awareness emails detailing what not to do? Form a band recall. Do you say fuck you, bloody banchod? In the back of my head. The smellies? Koga's not a team player. Yeah, win piano streams. Piano streams with Koga were the vibe. Very later. The crowd misses you, Koga girl. They want to cheer you on. Yeah, bruh, I'm so hard. Past 4 days, I really wanted to stream. I was just so tired. And my Rust skills are atrophying, and I wanted to catch up. I was like, at work today, I was like, oh, I have time on my hands. I can, you know, go through the Rust book again and like strengthen concepts that I haven't touched in a while. And then this dog shit incident happens. Ooh, do it. I was so close to booking React Miami, by the way. I was FOMOing. Then I saw like TwitchCon Rotterdam happens exactly 1 month after. Like, I want to do TwitchCon more. Kind of going with someone you work with? Nice. Let's go. Be fun. Will be fun. I see Terminal team's gonna be there as well. Is Dak still part of the Terminal team? Janetta will be at React Miami? Or Janetta will be there at TwitchCon. I was lurking in Janet's stream today, and I don't know, I guess she was in a down kind of mood. But towards the end of the stream, it looked like she got a call for a job. And I don't know, maybe I read it wrong, but it looked like she got a job and she felt very conflicted about it and was like, also, take care, Nori. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. Not doing terminal things anymore. Oh, they're anomaly peeps. Oi, I can't let you out. I can't let you come hang out with me. See you later. Um, back at a workplace. Hey, Sergeant Peppa. Pogo's been employed for a bit now, but work from home workplace. She felt really conflicted about like returning to a job and then like, I don't know. I think she's doing great on Twitch, by the way, Janet. And her streams are a vibe. But I guess she just was not in the best of mood. And she was saying something about wanting to quit streaming and blah blah blah. I hope that's not the case. But I understand with like a job, it's really hard to like keep up with streaming. Yeah, streaming is fun. And you get to learn like my ideal life. Promise UBI. Yeah, I need it now. So I can just like chill and learn. And thinking about like my upbringing, right? Asian parents who really want you to do well. So like a lot of your time was spent studying, reading books, doing like intellectual things. And when you're doing all of that, you kind of like idealize this life where you're like learning the whole like a music bit too loud. I'll bring it down. And also like my mic is far. I know I used to read about great song but trouble hearing. Like Bill Gates' history and how he has like his own library and he spends his like he just lock himself indoors and be with his books and read and learn. And like, damn, I'd like that, but I don't get any time for that. I'm so tired after work. I just want to bed rot. But doing this whole streaming thing, take care, Co Girl. Sounds good. Kind of like got me learning new things again. What? Do you hear Atlas? Meow again. A little bit. You just joined at work. But now I just spend like 10 hours of my life surrounded by idiots at an adult daycare. I don't even get my own cubicle. I have no privacy. All the energy is drained out of me. And like that's my grass touching is being at the office. That counts as grass touching to me, but it shouldn't. All right. PRT lifetime. Okay. Sign in frequency, persistent browser session. Internal phishing. On your desk. Or you can just go into the CLI, bash CLI, and just touch grass. Just make the grass file. Okay. Quarterly review of CA. Without, I don't need this. I don't know what this is. Mailbox hygiene. Miter attack mapping. Okay. Isle of Dogs. Is that the Wes Anderson movie? If so, yeah, it was a cute movie. Did it have like a bit of a Japan aesthetic? Japanese aesthetic to the movie? Isle. Yeah, I did. It's fictional Japanese city of Megasaki. It was a good movie. You watched it last night? Nice. I like Wes Anderson movie. I know it's kind of like cliche, but I really enjoy the whole like the aesthetic and the camera angles, the quirkiness. What was that? The Grand Budapest Hotel is like all-time favorite. Animations, it's like the stop motion style. Is it actual stop motion? One of the steps for improvement plan is targeted user outreach. In brackets is like no blame. Mailbox hygiene. We don't need this. We don't need this. Okay, I'm gonna send this to my manager. Draft. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go on a call. All right. You guys want to watch an interview? We were talking about social engineering. Give me a moment. Y'all know who this is? Not this guy, but you know who Frank Abagnale is? They're the guy from Catch Me, the story of Catch Me If You Can.
My next guest, I'm looking forward to talking with him. His name is Frank Abagnale, and he had a short but illustrious career as a con man. Some of the things he did, he impersonated a co-pilot for a major airline. He faked it as a lawyer on the state attorney general's staff.
He faked it as a
Passed
doctor.
a pediatrician in a Georgia hospital. Was a phony college professor. And cashed 17,000 bad checks amounting to $2.5 million.
Oh no!
Now, and he did spend some time.
They're all applauding.
That sounds like executive material for NBC. Would you welcome, please, Frank Abagnale? Frank?
Abagnale.
Frank, since we have just met, assure me that you are not passing as somebody tonight as Frank Abagnale and are really Fred Schwartz somewhere, or that you are what you are tonight.
I'm me tonight.
Now, those are fascinating things I read. The audience went, what? It's a little...
Like, I've seen his talk with Google. This is from 8 years ago. I have never seen this one.
bit like the story of Fred, was it Fred DeMera?
Right.
In which they made a movie, The Great Imposter. Now, you did all these things for what reason?
What?
Well, basically, at the age of 16, coming from a little town in upstate New York, my parents separated when I was 16, and kind of emotionally bothered me, and I couldn't get my parents back together again, so I ran away from home and found myself in New York City without a job, with no money. And as I went in and looked for employment, people would say, "How old are you?" I'd tell them I was 16. They wanted to pay me $1.25, $1.50, and I realized I couldn't support myself in New York on that amount of money. So I decided to advance my age. I always looked a little older, so I started saying I was 26 years old. People started paying me a little more money, but not enough to support myself. So I got into the habit of starting to write personal checks without having any money in the bank. And the more I did that, the more confidence I built up that I could do it, and found that people easily accepted my checks.
Most people don't realize how gullible the average storekeeper is. So you can walk in with a picture, any identification that people can have made. Did you use various names?
Yes, I also use various occupations. For example, the airline pilot with Pan American.
Did you actually fly on a plane?
Well, I would fly up in the cockpit so that I could fly for free. And I had a uniform. When how I got this idea.
How did you was it Pan Am?
Right.
How did you con them into that you,
Well, how I got this idea, it was time for me to leave New York since the police were looking for me, not only as a runaway.
Good time to leave.
What's that?
But for the bad checks. And I happened to be walking up 42nd Street, and I saw this airline crew come out of a hotel, and I thought that would be the perfect front for me to be able to travel around the country posing as a pilot. Not only could I fly for free, but I would also be able to stay at hotels.
Yes, Bilal. manager said amazing job on the RCA, but the CEO is going to be so lost. We'll play this in the background while I try to finish this up. I'll do your sexo when we have music.
Hotels for free.
Because
and
they do
charge
have
it to the airlines.
they have reciprocal things, don't they? The airlines. I mean, it's what they call like deadheading. You can get on a plane,
Right.
if you're a member of one of the major airlines.
So the first thing to do is get a uniform, and so I called Pan American Airlines, got their switchboard, and asked for their purchasing department. I guess this was my first con, and when the purchasing officer came on, I told him that I was a pilot based in L.A., was here in New York on a layover. Someone had stolen my uniform. Where could I get a replacement? And he sent me down to the uniform company and called up ahead, told them I was coming. They fitted me out. When he was done, the uniform manufacturer said, I said, how much is it? He said, well, it's $289. I said, well, I'll write you a check. He said, no, I can't take a check. I said, well, I'll pay you in cash. He said, no, I can't take cash. So I said, oh. He said, I have to bill this back to your payroll account, and it'll be deducted from your uniform allowance. I said, oh, that's even better.
Oh, of course it is. He was pretty swift. He saw you, yeah. So in other words, you filled out a voucher, and they sent the
Right.
voucher back to Pan Am.
And I then had the uniform, but I didn't have an identification card. And so I went to a large manufacturer that I found in the Yellow Pages in New York of identification cards, and I told them that I represented an airline in Puerto Rico that was getting ready to expand service to the United States, hire on 200 new employees, and we wanted to go to a formal ID card. Well, he told me, that's fine. He said, let me show you some samples. I said, this is what we're looking for. And he said, okay, let me give you a sample to take back. And I said, could you fix it up? I mean, laminate it and make it look like a finished product. You can use me in the picture if you like. He said, oh, fine, have a seat. And the problem I had is when I left there, it had no name on it. It had no airline's insignia, no name, and it had already been laminated, so I couldn't type anything on or put anything on. So I walked by an airplane hobby shop, and I walked in and bought a little model of a Pan Am plane. And I took the decals out of the box and soaked them in water, put the little logo that would have went on the tail up on the check, up on the ID card, and then the word Pan Am, what would have went on the wing, across the ID card, and the clear decal on the plastic made a great car.
Look at this. They like this. Everybody likes a good scam, don't they? I mean, secretly.
I think so.
Well, do these ideas come to you quickly, or do you sit and think and figure them out?
I would think them out. I did that for about 2 years. I traveled around about 82 countries.
When did they catch you on
Always,
the checks? Obviously, the checks caught up with you.
Well, what I would do is I'd check into a hotel as an airline crew member, sign in, be billed back to the airline. Then I'd check out in the morning, and I'd write a personal check in the beginning. And, of course, the airlines had an agreement to cover their employees' checks up to $100 with the hotel, so they would go ahead and accept it. And then as I progressed, I started making up airline checks so that I could make them for $300 or $400.
Certainly,
And then I would
of course.
check in.
And you traveled to some 82 countries.
Flew some 3 million
82
miles. Always
countries.
rode in the cockpit, in the jump seat as a non-revenue pilot. Always rode on everyone but Pan Am so that no one would ask me,
Sure.
where are you based, and so forth.
Didn't any of the pilots say, hey, what do you think of the new low-ran system or the DME or...
Well, when I first started, I was in LaGuardia Airport sitting in a restaurant, and I'd only had the uniform a couple of days, and a TWA pilot walked in and said, how you doing? Said hello, and he said, what kind of equipment are you on? And I thought, well, equipment, I didn't know what to say, so I said, General Electric. And he said, oh, and he walked out. So I quickly found out what equipment meant, what type of aircraft.
What kind of aircraft? What, did he think you were flying a washer or something?
I don't know. I
General
thought-
Electric, I think, did make,
Make
for a while,
the
make
engines and the
engines, you know.
electrical
You might as
stuff.
well, of course, I'm referring to the power plant, and that would... It's a, you know, if you really look like you belong somewhere, it's true, isn't it? And you have a feeling of authority, people will almost accept you any place.
Do you
if
concur, Neil
do
Pointer?
it directly
That's
head
very
on.
true. Very true.
I've done that when I had a friend in the hospital. I wanted to see them.
Pretend to be a doctor?
Put on jacket, tie, or dress as doctors. I know several.
Sure.
Well, dress like Marshall Grove, we both know.
Yeah, and people don't
And
stop to think of it.
walk quickly. Don't have to carry anything. And people who kind of
busy.
recognize me have said, "Oh, good morning, doctor." I say, "Good morning." Zip down.
We'll be back here at this school for scandal in just a moment. Stay with us. Talking with Frank Abagnale about some of his former exploits. most of the cons you've had, or the flim-flam games, were against corporations like airlines and so forth. Did you ever work on individuals as a con type of thing?
Only once. I was in Miami and I was posing as a wealthy stockbroker, which was a front for passing checks. And I had rented a Rolls Royce with a chauffeur. I was about 18 at the time. And I was staying at the Fontainebleau Hotel for about $500 a day, had a penthouse, and all of this was a front for me. And I met a city councilman in Miami, and he was very impressed, thought I was about 32, very wealthy, and he invited me to a party they were giving for the mayor of Miami at the mayor's home. And while I was there, I ran into a gorgeous model, a well-known model at that time, and one of the guests came over and said, kind of have to watch her. He said, if you were thinking about taking her back to your room this evening, it would cost you a great deal of money, so watch yourself.
A lady of the evening. Yeah.
Right. So when I got talking with her, I said, how much would it cost me to take you back to my room for the rest of the evening? And she said, well, how much do you think I'm worth? Being 18, I had no idea how much she was worth. But
about $50.
But I offered $300, and she said, no, that's
I'd go back to your room with you for $300.
She said, that's a little bit too low. So I said, okay, well, what if I doubled it and made it 600? And she said, well, that's a little more like it. I said, I'll tell you what, we'll be here all night. I tell you what, why don't you just take me back to your hotel room for 2 hours, and I'll pay you $1,000 in cash in advance. She said, let's go. So we went back to her hotel, and she was opening her door, and I said, now, I'll be right back. She said, wait a minute, where are you going? I said, well, I don't carry $1,000 on me. I'm going downstairs in the lobby, cash a check, I'll be right back. She said, this hotel isn't going to cash a check at this hour of the morning for $1,000. I said, first of all, I own 35% of this hotel. Never been in it in my life, of course. And I said, this is a cashier's certified check. I said, just like gold, they'll cash it. She said, let me see. This is a cashier's check. Why don't you just make it out to me? I said, are you crazy? I said, this check is for $1,400. We already agreed on $1,000. So she gave me 400 change, and that's what it cost me.
No way. See you get paid too, yeah. What is that?
So you both...
That's what's known
Sorry, folks, yes, double jeopardy.
No, that's what's known as hooking the hooker.
Hooking the hooker. When did the check... Did you spend time?
I was eventually...
this sounds kind of glamorous, but come on, this is illegal and it's a crime.
Okay, really, I think being quite honest about it, people say it must have been very glamorous, but to me it was kind of very lonely, despairing life, constantly being on the run all the time for 5 years. I was eventually caught in a little town in southern France when a stewardess recognized me from a photograph, and I was arrested, convicted by the French courts, sent to prison in France. Later extradited to Sweden, convicted by the Swedish courts, sent to prison there, and later extradited to the United States and sent to federal prison here in the United States. During my stay in the federal prison system, I escaped 3 times.
What?
On one particular occasion, I impersonated a prison inspector
They didn't
and
show
walked
this
out
in
the
the
front door.
movies.
But I eventually served my time.
You did serve your time.
Did serve my time.
There must be a place for you in show business.
This is really incredible. Now, what do you do now? Have you got a legitimate type of...
Yes. For the last 4 years, I have a firm in Houston, and I do consulting work for large corporate banks and department stores and stuff like that on how not to get ripped off.
In other words, you use preventive measures and so forth.
Right.
Yeah, because I've had Ray Johnson on the show a couple of times, who served many years in prison and does that kind of work now. Helps people get their security and so forth.
Notes?
So you're not recommending this kind of...
Wait, how did you get that?
How did you pass yourself as a pediatrician?
Yellow.
Now, that's kind of tricky because, I mean, that's technical and...
Well, as the pediatrician, probably, it was really ended up being the most easiest, which should have been the most difficult. I supervised 7 interns on the midnight to 8 shift.
Have you had any medical training?
No medical training. And I don't like the sight of blood. And when I would be called to the emergency room, I'd walk in, there'd be 2 or 3 interns there, and I'd be called down, and I'd walk in, and I'd say, what's the problem? And they'd say, Doctor, we have a severe incardio here with I didn't know if the guy broke his leg, had a heart attack. So I would say, well, Dr. Carter, what do you think? Well, doctor, I would like to administer 30 cc's of this. Dr. John, I concur. Dr. Jane, I concur. Gentlemen, have at it. And out I would
concur.
go.
Do you concur?
I became one of the most respected residents because I was the only one that ever allowed them to do anything without interference.
Crazy story. We'll come back. We're talking with Frank Abagnale, I believe.
I believe.
I find this absolutely mind-boggling. It says on the card here, you also faked it as a lawyer
Atlas is
on a
pissed.
state attorney
He wants to be
general's
let
staff.
out.
Can you
Like
talk
he's
about
gonna go
that?
meow and
Yes,
wake my mom up.
after the doctor thing, had enough confidence to go down and...
Did they ever catch you on the doctor thing?
No.
Or you just finally got tired of it? And
I was never caught in any of my impersonations. They found out about them later after I resigned and left. And
you were paid well for those?
Right. Paid well.
Didn't they ever say, doctor, could we see your certificate in pediatrics or your MD?
I would present phony credentials.
You had phony, of course, I thought.
And I went down and presented some credentials to take the bar in Louisiana. And I studied for it for about 3 or 4 months, took it 3 times. The 3rd time I passed it, legally passed it, and went on work as a corporate lawyer on the Attorney General's staff, and worked there for almost a year. Yeah. Won a number of cases while I was there.
Won a number of cases.
You ever get the feeling you could end up prosecuting yourself?
Yes.
But that's weird. Airline pilot, doctor.
Did you ever have to watch drinking so that you wouldn't fumble, or could you not drink, or did you have to watch yourself that way?
I always did. I never drank, I never smoked, and today I don't smoke and drink very little. As a result of
You must have been running on a sort of adrenaline high the whole time.
Yeah.
I was running a lot.
Do you miss the challenge of that? I mean, do you ever get that little craving and saying, hey, I've got a real scam that I think would be fun to do?
Not
We
really.
must understand, and I think we point out so we don't get mail tomorrow, that we're not saying,
Crime
this
pays,
is the kind of thing because it's amusing, because you serve time in all of those prisons.
Right. I feel that what I do now I find very challenging. People sometimes pay me to go into their places of business and actually see if I can beat a system or write a bad check in one particular bank or something, shortchange someone.
What's the best way to tell a bad check? Is there any way?
In dealing with personal checks, the best way is by the number up in the right-hand corner of your check.
Do we have... Was this what this is? All right, I would... Well, this is the thing that says how to detect bad checks. 6 simple steps. You want to talk about those as we show them? One of them is feel the edges. Right. What does that mean?
Okay, this is a card that I design that banks and retail stores use. One of it, feel the edges, is that all legitimate checks are perforated on at least one of their 4 sides. Most forgeries are not. Second is the code number. The first number after this bracket on an account number is the Federal Reserve Bank. There are 12 Federal Reserve banks in the United States. California is 12. All of the West Coast is 12. A forger, for example, cashing a LA check in LA would change the number 12 on the check to the number 01, which would send it to Boston. That gives him 6 days, 3 days while it gets out, 3 days while it gets back, 6 days to cash checks without anyone knowing.
Yes, but if a forger can make these kind of checks up with the perforations and have them printed, how is anybody supposed to tell it's a bad check?
Well, one would be this knowing your correct code number. When you train a teller, you teach her to know that California is 12. So if someone gave her a check, it was from a California bank and it was 01, it's a forgery.
But why wouldn't the forger, if he's bright, make it up and put 12 there?
Well, 12 would bounce in less than 24 hours.
Ah, this gives him a chance to...
01 would take 6 days to bounce.
I'm hip. What else now?
This is magnetic ink, and magnetic ink is a dull ink, and most forgers cannot obtain it. Magnetic ink will not reflect under light, and so the forger uses standard black ink, and when the teller goes like this with the check under her light, she sees a glare or a shine off of this number, she knows it's standard black ink.
This is pretty much security awareness
Now, how many
training.
stores and people in stores are trained? I can see in banks, but how many people
So
in
he
clerks and
popularized
so forth are
this.
trained
That's
to do
crazy.
this?
I designed this card about a
Your
year
checks.
ago. Over 1 million of them have been sold. They're used by retailers, banks, they're used in schools for educating distributive education students and students going into the banking retail business.
Now,
So
it says,
it's useful
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it says require proper identification. Now, anybody could go and print up a phony driver's license, can they not? And put their picture on it? And...
That's true, but most people don't have to do that. They can just take someone's driver's license. Not too long ago, demonstrating for Kroger stores, I walked into a store and showed them that I went through an express lane, wrote a check with my check for $10, and gave the girl the store manager's driver's license. Well, not only was he not me, but he was black and I'm white. And she
they cashed the check. A little lax there. We'll be right back.
I want more. That was good. That was good. I don't think I'm gonna do Rust today because that stuff took a lot out of me. I am down to game. And some tunes. You guys deserve a 6, so. Is this relax? Oh yeah. Gotta get into the zone. Let's go. That felt good though. After a long, freaky day. What do we want to play though? the safe spot. Le Mega Bonk. I'd be down to play Factorio, but I feel like there's a learning curve. Shall we try Factorio? Let's try Factorio. Hello, Kevin. Good to see you. I am live. Had a interesting live. Kevin, I freaking love Ferryman. I just post on X and it's there everywhere else. The only thing is images still don't work on Mastodon. So I just delete those posts. Oh yeah, I really like it. It's so convenient. I just go because it does for you. Let me see. We just post this with Ferryman. I'll do a test post now. Live debug, okay. Testing image post. Posted. Yeah. Nirvana did use the free tier. What the heck is happening? What are the API, like, you don't have to share, but what are the API costs like? Are they expensive? I feel like it like, you know, just unsolicited advice. But if you can like make it the free tier like 3 posts a day or something, or 2 posts a day, hook people in until they're like, I want more of this. Or a single post a day. Thinking about it, X is what costs money. 200 a month? And for how many requests? It's biting chat, yeah. I'm gonna bring down the music from here. And bring down the music from here. Man, this game already looks so overwhelming. New game? Tutorial? You need to be quiet, Atlas. I can't let you out. Afraid the others are not so lucky. Think I get to pull 15k posts from X for that now. Have some other support origin platforms that might help the cost. I posted, by the way. I posted an image. Let me have a look at my account. Yeah. Hey, Faye. Welcome. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's because like I'm using a different instance. But this room smells like it's very rocks and far. Yeah, I am. Like I had to put out a work fire. So I thought, why not just like do a co-working stream? So I started that. And then I was ranting about being in adult daycare. You wish to be an adult? Bruh, don't. This is had to close the tab. Yeah, do not recommend. Do not recommend. Current objective. Where is the current objective? Okay. Small spaceship wreck. How was your stream, Faye? 4 more 5 months and you're freer? 4 more months. Your birthday is February, March, April, May. Nice. You're gonna join the adults and become boring. Yeah. We're more chained than ever. But actually, like, stream was good, league was fun. Yeah, saw that. It was nice to meet. see that. Your BS sounds fun. He's a CS student. You should tell him about my channel. I'll rope him into software and game dev. He doesn't want Twitch? That's stupid. But I understand, because like in undergrad, like I had no reason to be on the social medias and the internet and all of that. I had a social life. I touched grass. And I am grateful for that. Sounds good. Okay, so it gives information. Working on the game, he's locked in. Does he vibe code? No. What's vibe code? He probably does. Using AI to make it. This action is outside the authorized scopes. Ooh. Ooh, where detour. Let me have a look. Preferences. The development. Yeah. Right statuses. Should right media be part of it? Yeah, media. Okay. That was not in your instructions. W debugging. That came in instructions. Okay, I'll just save changes. It's gonna be the same token. Then I'll take a screenshot of this. Oh, I think this will be a good way for me to test if this works on quoting an image post. Or do you want me to just do a plain image post? Should work? Okay, let's try. How does syncing a code post go though? Does it like store the post link and then refer the original's post link to see in the back end? That's interesting. Also for so let me open Ferryman. For threads, it does. Okay. Last I checked, there was no full link to a threads post. So I guess you fixed that. Unique identity, you posted something in Ferryman, we can repost your code post these posts. Yeah. Hell yeah, 3. What's my dream? My dream from my feedback, nice. Is I guess okay.
My
The
plan is that
ultimate,
I'll be
yes.
pilot and I'll help everyone.
Nilpointer gets it. Nilpointer saw it coming. I want a plane of my own. I want a private pilot license. I want to work on my own plane. I want to like install. I want to get like an old rinky-dink 2-seater or like I forget the name. What the heck? Why did I forget the name? Private plane that starts with B. No. Beechcraft. Beechcraft Bonanza would be the dream. Bombardier actually eating a hot dog, right? You want Drake's? I don't know what went down in Drake's plane. A Beechcraft Bonanza. Look at that, sexy. Like get one from the 70s or the 80s, and then like install my own like avionics, like a brand new Garmin avionics. And I would like to get to a point where I can stream this process. So how am I going to achieve that? Hopefully, like the streaming thing's going to help with that. We'll see. So like the streaming thing I'm doing is I don't care about like the subs, the money, or like that comes my way. I have a job. It's more so to build my social net worth, my reach, right? To put myself out there. And when like people get to experience who you are, they're more likely to like, you know, hook you up with more connections, job opportunities. Yeah, I wish I had more time and I'm not so tired at the end of the day. Yeah. Michelle Hashimoto's plane. What? He has a plane? He's a private trials license. What? 8 hours of free time, not including streaming? Wait, what the heck? Atlas? Shh, please. What is the plane though? This is a jet. I don't know if I'll be able to make this kind of money. This is sweet. Yo. Souls. Barely. I just started. Ask Mr. Beast. Pickle Rick. Nightshade Dude's not around. I wonder what he's up to. Yo, Souls! Thank you for the raid! Yo, welcome in, Raiders. Sly! Oh my god, I got an epic Sly follow. Let's fucking go. Welcome in, Sly. Raid message Kappa. Souls, I'm so sorry I kind of like had that outburst at you before. I stream? Yeah, I've been streaming for a year. I just don't go around telling people I do. I just like hit them with the raid. I'm like, hey, yeah, I do stream. Yeah, it's just that like you should know this best, Souls, like as a bipolar homie, that like stuff like that really throws me off in my game. So like that day, like it really threw me off. Like yeah, first follow Souls. She's epic. Know her from Prime Agent community. Welcome in, Souls and Raiders. Second, there is a timeout. Bro code. Yeah, wait. Second, follow Sly. She does cybersecurity. I love people in cybersecurity. She's learning Go right now. She does Minecraft streams. She streams a lot later in the day. So like usually around the time I end, like an hour after.
Fuck Microsoft!
Yo, Christopher, welcome. Yeah, fuck Microsoft. Also hates the Beatles? No. Okay, I take back my shout out. Unshout out. Backspace. Undo. It's called Claude to make it more secure. Unfollowed. But does she hate? Does she hate Fleetwood Mac? Sly, this is a test. Thoughts on Fleetwood Mac? Yeah. Speaking of Fleetwood Mac. No, of course not. Okay. Unshout out Sergeant Pepper. Reshout out Slyborg. It was mid. Message approved by Shader. How was your stream, Souls? What do you get up to? How's your project going? But that's so cool. What plane is this? Let's ask Rock. What plane this? Compiler a bit and website. Look it, please. It's in the post. How much is plane? Yeah. But honestly, like a Beechcraft is not gonna set you back. Guys, I'm not feeling Factorio, so we're just gonna go just chatting. Another time. We'll just vibe with chat. And it's been a while, so let's just catch up. We can talk about planes. A Vision Jet. A Cirrus? Oh. Tesla of small jets. Yeah, I do know he owns HashiCorp. I know he make the isn't Terraform part of HashiCorp? And Vagrant. Fuck me, I hate seeing this. Terraform? Isn't Vagrant part of HashiCorp? Oh, Nightshade dude's here. Let's go. Welcome in. The Nutmeg. Terraform. Packer these nuts. Isn't Vagrant a HashiCorp product? Yeah, Vagrant is a HashiCorp product. Oh shit. I forgot that code existed. It could be making way more money. Like I said before, my goal being on Twitch is not about like the subs and the money that comes with it. It's more to put myself out there, make build my social net worth. That in turn will help me make connections. That will help me make more connections, and I wouldn't be just like a username on the internet. People will know the personality behind me, know that I like learning my way through things. Atlas, stop it. Come here. Yeah, can't find one with a sax, but there are a lot of songs with horn arrangements these days, mostly EDM. Anything with saxophone. You can connect these. Okay. So yeah, that's the goal. I did get a job opportunity through Twitch, but not through streaming. I mean, the guy has been on my streams a couple times in the early days, and it's actually the most money I've ever made on Twitch. But he's a very busy person, and he did offer me a job, but I haven't heard from him in like 8 weeks now. um, but we'll see. We will see. Like horns. The perverted instrument, when you hear the sax, you know what's coming. Sax on the beach. Okay. Try and promote it. Let's go. Yeah, I saw that. That's sweet. Yeah, so my dream is like, I think I'll be happiest in life, fingers crossed, if I just get like a nice little workshop, that I can just work on my plane. I'll stream it if I'm still streaming. I don't think I'll ever quit streaming. I really enjoy it. Install avionics, all that fun stuff. There is this YouTuber who did Mecheng too. Stevie Riesenberg, yeah. And now she works for Garmin because she made this content. And she just like posts like vlogs of her flying. And sweet. In a plane where you install stuff. I mean, you'll have to do, planes are quite safe, safer than cars. And you're not dealing with traffic. The hardest part of flying is takeoff, landing, and communicating with air traffic control, ATC. So you got to know the lingo. And most of the time when you're in the air, it's in autopilot. You hit traffic in a plane. I had in Canada, I had like the whole like, what do you call it? I have a trust master. I do be trusting. I have the standard with the throttle and everything. Well, which one? And I used to play flight sim. I got this. No, not the. I got this. And I played the Star Wars one. What's it called? Squadrons. Squadrons in VR. It doesn't work as well anymore since they made some updates. But Squadrons in VR and this HOTAS is a vibe. Squadrons is a fun game. Meow. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the washroom. I'll be right back. Who do we bully today? Here, bully Nightshade dude for being late. Be right back.
Oink for your sausages, piggies! Shh. Oink for your sausages, piggy. Oink, oink.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oink for your sausages. Tom,
Oink.
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 No half-hearted oink. I want full-hearted oink.
You guys want to know what a Twitch mod looks like to me now? AI will replace pilots in six. AI has already replaced pilots. Bro, what the heck? And this guy's so smug. And he's talking about getting sponsors and all of that because he's like fostered such a popular subreddit. This is sex. Giant dude. I don't get Dario. Like, if you're saying something like that and you have like job postings for software engineering positions, does that mean you're going to fire them? Like you're inviting people to join your company? Yes, head full of hair. You're not a dildo. Yeah. But yeah, Stevie Triesenberg's like Instagram, it's just her in her plane. She's also very pretty. I'm like, the heck? I wish I could do this. She quit her job just to like chill with her plane for a bit. She had a Cessna as well. The standard like flight training one. Yeah. 1949 Cessna and 1952 Bonanza. They're so old, they do the job. So like let's see. Which Cessna? 140. Cessna 140 second hand for sale. Yeah, it's not expensive getting a license either. In Montreal, private pilot license costs a total of the training and everything is $8,000. Imagine having ads on the browser homepage. Yeah. Create a plane, controller aircraft. Bruh. You want the Sexo? We'll get a good song to Sexo too. Let's see how much. 37K. For which year? 1946. Oh, they've gone up a bit. You would never get in that plane. So bad. Looks like a suicide machine. It survived more than... I can't do the math. But it's almost as old as Nightshade, dude. So... how much is this? Smoker then started business and leave the code to the AI. But it's cheaper than like a first-hand car. Call for price. Okay, let's see. Bonanza, my dream. But that's the plane you train on, Hot Dog Fairwater. That's what they give you. $1968 is $240.34. Holy. It's a good family plane. Like it's a 4-seater. 1953 for 78K. So yeah, hopefully that these AI companies invent UBI or something so that I can just like chill bull. I'll put my time into content creation maybe and learning new stuff. Finally get a proper like car driving license. Gulfstream G8, not these little parts. There's a video. I'm not going to explain it. I'm gonna have you guys watch it. It's quite thrilling. Like yeah, you guys can see the title. My friend does not know I'm a pilot. I don't have a driver's license. I'm too lazy. It takes a lot of time. I don't like dealing with traffic. I'm gonna pause the music.
I think you just put your seatbelt on quick, just in case it, because we're started up and everything.
Gotcha. Buckle up. Should I shut the door?
Yeah, shut the door so that way the blast from the
Exhaust.
Well, not that, but the fan's gonna blow a lot of air past the door. So you're just gonna close that.
Slam it.
Yep. No, not slam it. But
Gotcha. Hold on a second.
Watch that.
Gotcha.
That top thing. Then he'll come out and do it and get it and stuff like that. So.
Gotcha.
And you got the shorter one here too.
Gotcha.
They said just hook this one in because people forget. But
I know how to drive. I've driven. I just don't want to go through the process of getting a license. The headache. And I've tried.
There it is. All right.
And then gave up.
I'm
too tired.
4787. 0.8.
Are you certified pilot?
No. I've only been up in this thing once. But you know me, I've always been mechanically inclined and stuff like that. So
checklist initiated.
They sat and showed me like a little discovery thing and was like, hey, here's how you do this, here's how you do that, pre-flight check and all that shit. So before starting engine, and then make sure everything's on. Just like priming a boat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is basic engine shit, you know what I mean? One thing I did say to do before you started a plane is yell clear prop, okay? Clear prop. Just like that. landing, huh? Sick.
This is unreal!
Grab your headset there so we can...
There's that. Alright, keep it down, alright. A little warm, right?
Yep, still a little warm.
You hear me okay?
Yep.
You got me?
All clear.
Alright, sweet.
So he did do the pre-flight checklist
Not like you're
before
about to fly
bringing
this
his
plane.
friend in.
Feels that way. You know, between all the YouTube videos and flying the one time, I probably could fly this plane.
I feel like we can.
I could. So.
That one to mom.
He's ready to go down with him. He'll ride or die.
A lot of the thing to do is do like a run up. So we'll just move the plane over, and then basically what they're doing is just run the engine up to a certain RPM, and then they basically just make sure that it runs good before they take off, and then Brad will probably come out, tap on the wing or tap on the door, and then I'll just throw it off, jump in the back real quick, and then off we'll go probably. Oh, one other thing too, I put this up here. A cell phone holder for people to put their shit up there and whatnot.
Gotcha.
I'll just turn the camera on thing here. Boom, there we are. Look at that.
Like that?
Yep. Kind of like a zero-turn mower too, but it's backwards. You put the thing, you push down on the lever you want to go the direction in, instead of the tire you want to have like propelled, you know. So.
Really?
Yep.
Chester Bennington in the...
0 at Niner. Visibility 10.
Isn't Chester dead? So this is how he goes down.
So then they pull, there's two magnetos on it, so there's two spark plugs per cylinder, so you shut one off, make sure that's working okay. It is, and then go to the other one.
Yeah.
That's doing okay, check some carb heat, that's fine. Take your fuel pump off, check that. Make sure you got vacuum.
He's scared, but he's very intrigued.
See if Brad's coming. I'll put the park brake back on. I'll back here in a second, and then...
I thought for sure
Like
you were
my
going to
friend got balls.
top of this thing.
Warrior 9313 Charlie, Seneca County traffic. Warrior 9313 Charlie departing runway 24, Seneca County. I'm just gonna fly the fucking plane. I'm just gonna go.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, well, we gotta wait for the guy.
The guy?
The guy. Guy's got to come with us.
Guy's gotta come with us. Well, he'll come back. He'll come out, and we'll just have to wait till we get back. All right, engine's green. Gauge is checked. Lap set. There it is. We'll crosswind today. All right, airspeed's alive. Get your dancing shoes on a little bit. All right, there's 55, there's 55, and we're ready to fly. Let's go. All right, there's airspeed, and we're gonna climb.
Yeah. It's so wholesome as well. Yeah. And like the friends trusting him. He's...
I can't even, Paulie.
Just gets a little bumpy, that's all. Right on. That's normal, actually. Just a little air pockets of hot air inside cold air. You're just hitting them.
Paulie, I trust you more than anybody in the whole world.
Yeah, I thought between the YouTube videos I've been watching and that one other time, I think I can figure this out and get it going. Right?
Oh my God, Wally, you just took off.
Yeah. Seneca County traffic, Warrior 9313 Charlie's turning left crosswind runway 24, Seneca County.
I don't know how to land. Landing like
Seneca County traffic, Warrior 9313 Charlie, turning final, runway 24.
when we land on a
Seneca County.
plane, I really want to clap. I know like people don't like it, but man, oh my god, I just find it so satisfying how pilots can pull off a good landing.
You're doing great. How did you learn how to fly a plane? I don't know, man. It's just those natural things, you know what I mean?
You're so talented, man. We can do anything.
Right?
He's very emotional about this moment. Yeah, he does trust him. Would you guys ever get on a plane with me?
Alright.
No.
And we're going right back up.
Just to check it out. I'll show you the
I
cockpit.
wanted you to see that I could take the plane up, go on the pattern, land it safely, and then now I can finally reveal to you that I've been working on my pilot's license for 6 months. I'm officially a rated pilot. That is unreal, Wally!
Oh yeah, you did.
This is unbelievable.
2-4 for immediate departure.
But wasn't I doing well? I was like, I'm a good pilot. I'm a good GTA pilot. But yeah, getting high. But yeah, Stevie's videos are also really cool. She has like GoPros attached to the sides of a plane. Oh, she's airplane problems. So she uploaded 6 days ago.
Seatbelts are good, doors and windows, latched, circuit breakers, check in, everything's in, electrical switches are all off except for the nav lights and
Call
avionics master
called up
is
mid-air
off.
to land the
We're on
plane.
left tank, we're indicating the
With the flight sim skills.
Abilities 10, sky is clear, temperature.
5912.
30 sector clear, cross edge, cycle, turn 12.
Grab an answer 5921 Charlie, just to confirm, would you like me to cross 12 or hold short of 12?
Answer 21 Charlie, cross runway 12.
Cross runway 12, 21 Charlie, thank you. Hi. Today we are flying to Kelly's Island. Kelly's Island is where my friend Robbie lives.
If you have
he lives
power
on the
glass,
airport
yeah.
and on the water, so it's a really cool house, really unique location. So I think it'll be a pretty good time. It doesn't take too long to get there, probably like 45 minutes, and I think we're going to be landing 9. So we're not going to have the cool approach over the water, but that's okay. We're just taxiing to runway 6 right now. We'll take off, make a right turn out to the southeast, and go from there. All right, on our checklist.
I'll be like Frank Abagnale.
We are indicating the left tank.
Just like pretend to be a pilot and just
Charlie, remain the frequency today.
Full fuel
wing it.
and full fuel. Flight controls. Trim set to takeoff. Mixture is rich. Throttle's coming up to 1900. Do a little mag check. Good.
And please, am I? Yeah.
And back
You
up.
gotta like
In the
be
meantime,
concise with your
fuel is
speech
good. Oil temperature pressure
when
both
talking to
agreed. Fuel
ATC.
pressure's good. Ammeters are good. EGT and CHT both look normal. Props coming
Mega
back up. Manifold
yappers.
pressure is good. Fuel flow is good. And suction is good over there. Flight instruments checked and set.
I'll
Airspeed
get
is
into
good.
a
Attitude
story
indicator is up. Altimeter
about
is set. Turn coordinator is level ballast transpond frequency with so the indicator
how they had to standardize air traffic communication globally because Japanese pilots were too polite.
Behind the traffic, right turn southeast approved. Runway 6 clear for takeoff.
Runway 6 clear for takeoff and turn behind that traffic.
And it caused a lot of
crosswind correction and final
casualties.
And up when we got that traffic in sight, we'll watch out for them. All right, we are lined up.
It's like in Japanese like work settings, there are formalities you like follow, right? I'm not familiar with it, but because they follow those formalities, it caused a lot of like delayed communication, like when you have to like communicate position, what your next steps are, where you, all of that. They start off with like greetings, how are you, blah blah blah. That's not very efficient. It's too funny.
On the way there, I'm gonna go around the lake, chart, flat on my beard. We are just coming out from underneath this eye-like altitude. Stops have an crop, but word banana the way like we're back. Of course, we are on the south shore of Lake. This is the only reason I will
imagine
ever come
like
to Ohio. So if you're watching
putting
this,
a Starlink on the flight, and then I just like live stream.
That's just how it is. Okay, for about 19 minutes, the traffic going into the other islands. Also, there is a back to. I just say, you'll listen to Port Clinton.
And it's yapid chat while I fly across the country.
Kelly's Island. Let's get the gear down. Carriage light indicator mixture full rich, pop forward. Rich, pop forward, auto, and seatbelts just unlocked, and we're gonna try and come right at 75 here. Bit of a crosswind, a little slow.
I would play flight sim, but it's a very intensive game. It's not gonna be streamed. It's gonna stutter a lot. I need a better PC for it.
We did it! And hopefully on this camera you can see the beautiful view. There's my friend's house. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna pull over here.
Yeah, it's a very heavy game.
Can I get...
When I first tried it out, I wanted to play in VR. So I connected my Quest and I was playing, but you still had to use keyboard, mouse, or a controller to do things on the plane. But they added future updates where you can interact with the knobs, you can interact with the flight sticks. You can pretty much take all actions you want and control the plane with the Quest controllers. So they do be updating the game.
This way and around?
It's a live service, right? The new one, like, it's the same one. When I first tried it out, they didn't have that. I tried it a year later, they bought the functionality, and it's pretty neat. And they have, like, pilot school in the game. I do want to be pilot. Oh, what are you guys up to? Isn't it like way past your bedtime, hot dog flavor water? Okay, wait, did this work? It didn't post to Mastodon. Is Kevin still around? Kevin? I think I might need to re-auth. Let me try I don't know if Kevin's around. Okay, when he shows up, we'll... Or... No, I don't know. I don't know how to ping him outside of DM. But let me try a re-auth and try it again. Washing machine a little later. You need to hang out the clothes to dry. Yeah, Otherwise, it just like stays in the machine and gets stinky. The banger. Good to be back though. Man, I miss streaming. I'm thinking maybe not take naps after work. We shall see. I don't know. Public profile, development. You heard that? Yeah. It's Kevin. Need more naps. Okay, let's try it one more time. Connected? Oh, he did DM me. We think we just need to reconnect. Okay. Let's see. Oh no, hero, Marty Supreme. You guys hear the hype behind this movie? Every time I close my eyes. Did he send? Give it up on asking why. Just what you running from. Right, I think I'm gonna call it here. Let's rate Tony. I haven't rated her in a while. She's watching Moist Critical. Your turn to stream skills is impeccable. We were talking about planes and how my dream is to become a private pilot. No! You want this? I don't know if this is possible though. This is like, I don't know. We can buy one together. We can save up for one together. Then I can fly to you. I don't know where Norway is. Somewhere over here. Then I can fly to Nail Pointer, and then I can fly to Code Girl. And then I'll pick you all up. We'll show Taylor Swift how we do it. Didn't see him before. Not in the middle of Europe. Where is Norway? Oh. Why is Norway drooping? Why does it look flaccid? Can you guys see what I see? All right. I'm gonna call it raiding Tony. I don't know what to say. We'll just say Labubu raid. She's been popping off. Her reels are good. What time is it? It's 12:30, but I didn't nap. And I have a lot to do at work tomorrow. Usually I'd raid late. Oh, tomorrow I'm gonna do a very late night DGen stream. I'm gonna pump out as much Rust as I can. And at work, if I have time, I'm gonna try to like do a recap with the Rust book and see if there are any concepts I need to strengthen before I continue, because it's been a bit. I feel so like weird by like having to reference the book each time I want to write something. I know that it'll get better with practice, but like I still don't have the syntax wrapped around my head. What do you say? All right. Thank you all for coming. It's been good. I know I was like co-working for the start. I was a little bit locked into that. And haven't written it by myself. Yeah, that's true. It'll come after. Yeah, and I have an idea on what I want to build. I'll talk about it in the next stream. But yeah, it's Riot API related. We're gonna do an overlay that shows when Hot Dog Flavor Water is live and playing, and when he loses LP and gains LP. I want to expand it. I think I can make a product out of it as well. We'll see. All right. Take care, all. Bye.
No setup. I don't have an
Hot Dog Flavor Water, thanks for the follow.
Okay.